Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I will probably have one of the very informative videos because I want to start with only $1 and go for the maximum balance I will also try to tell you a lot about trading and show you which periods I use on the indicators and what style of trading I like. So watch the video to the end, and I think it's a great time to start setting indicators. But first of all, I want to withdraw some money I made in the previous video. I will withdraw money by Bitcoin, as it is the most effective and quickest way to withdraw money, and this amount is $5,035. I will definitely leave $1 for trading. Then I will give the confirmation, and that's all. And then I want to go to the real account and show you the indicators and periods I have to set. So these indicators are 3 moving average and RSI. So the first moving average period was 5. For the second one is 45, and for the third one is 13, and RSI period is 5. So I set the candles at 1 minute and trade 1 minute intervals, and I also put high percentage currency pairs. Then I will try to find the best entry point and explain why I'm entering the trade. So I think it's the first one default moment. So the level or position of the mountain is made from top to bottom, and at the same time all 3 moving average lines cross the red candle, and the direction of the candle also goes down. Also, if you look at the screen, you see the RSI white line is in the selling position, and this position is best if you want to enter the trade in a downward direction. So guys, this method has various good entry points, and in this video I want to show you all the good moments. Also, on the following trades I will show you what you need to pay attention to reduce the loss of money. So now let's watch what happens, and I think I'm going to win. Great! So friends, when you see such a strong downward trend, there is a great chance that this trend will continue again. Of course, 1 or 2 green candles can be made or raised above and then continue the trend again. Here is a strong RSI signal that sales are continuing. Also, the moving average red line crosses the red candle, and this is also a good signal to enter the trade. This is also a good signal when different lines of the moving average intersect each other. So for example, now the green line intersects the red line, and at the same time both lines have a starting correction in the downward direction, and I think I'm going to win this trade too. So the second great win. So friends, I am so proud of myself. So I think it's another very interesting and effective moment in this moment of what you see on the platform, and I will try to explain why. So look at the white line of the RSI is in a strong selling position, or with a large percentage it's coming down the red line. You should pay attention to such moments, because if at the same time all the indicators give a signal in the downward direction, it will happen. So take another look at moving average. Red and green lines intersect again, and the white line also crossed the green line a while back. And the third great win. So as you can see, this particular moment is similar to the previous moments, but the difference here is that there were obviously strong sales two large red candles point to this, and then a green candle is fixed, which has no power apparently, and a large stick is made above. So here we can already switch the psychology of candles. It's very helpful at the moment. But remember, friends, I observe all this after moving average and RSI signals. So we can combine these signals and candle psychology together. And I think it was an effective win. So again and again, a strong downward trend. Here I expect an even stronger descent, because look closely, we have the intersections of moving average lines, and also the RSI white line is in the position below its red line. This is the first signal that you can enter the trade, but these signals are amplified by trends. That is how strong the trend is. In this case, there is a very strong descent, and I have to use it. So in such a strong descent, when a green candle is made, it's almost often replaced by a red candle. So don't be afraid when you see a green candle in a downward trend. Great, another win. And now we have a strong upward trend, and as I talked about in the previous trades, here you have to look at the white line of the RSI in the first place, and it follows the green line above, i.e. it is in the buying position for a long time. We also have moving average lines going upward, which don't have a strong signal at the moment, but have a direction from bottom to up, which is also important. And one of the highlights is the strong big green candle. This is an indication that the purchases are getting stronger from time to time. And I think everything is going in a perfect way. Another win, great. So here, friends, we have a relatively stable market and levels that are moving in a stable direction. Look at the long-term trends. It is quite descending, and then the levels are done. And right now we have that moment when the next level is done, and there is a great chance that the candle will go down and continue to create another level. And moving average indicators also have a downward trend, and the RSI white line is in very close to the sell position, and that's why I entered the trade in a downward direction. And I think at this moment everything is going in a perfect way. Great win. Great. So I can't count my trades today. So this moment is one of the best moments in this method, because at this point moving average white, green and red lines intersect each other, and the red candle at the same time, and this means that moving average gives us a strong signal of a downward trend. Next, I look at the RSI, which is in the selling position, and you should also observe the places where the lines intersect each other. They give signals in specific direction, and exactly these directions are conceivable if you want to catch a good moment. And I think great, it's good I won, but I think the candles will go farther down, and that's why I'm entering in this currency pair again, because a better moment was created. In such a downward trend, a green candle appeared, and of course, as I have already told you, there is a great chance that it will be replaced by a red candle. And as I told you, we don't have to be afraid when we see a green candle in a downward trend, and this is not an assumption. This analysis is based on indicator signals, but this analysis is not 100%, and I can be wrong, of course, and this is shown by time and profitability. And as you can see, the candle went down. Great win, great. So here we have the same situation as in the previous few moments, but there was a downward trend, and here the opposite is an upward trend. I told you that when there are many green candles and you see that a red candle has come out, at this time there is a high probability that there will be the next green candle again. But do not be mistaken by just this one detail. We do not pay attention to only one detail, so this detail will be negligible if it's not accompanied by moving average and RSI signals in combination. Great win! Friends, I really feel shocked and I've almost lost my voice. Again, a strong upward trend. If you observe such trends, I often enter the trade because it fits very well with this method by which I trade, and there is a high probability that I will successfully complete this trade. I would also like to tell you that if the moving average lines have a new intersection with each other and you enter the trade at such a moment, it is very good and further increases the profitability of the trade. And as for the RSI white line, is a better signal if it has been in the buying position for a long time. I won here too. Of course, I want to tell you, friends, that my videos are not investment advice, and they are purely and only cognitive in nature, and how you manage your money is only up to you and no one else. Also, don't trust when people write on my behalf. Know that they are scammers, because I'm not writing to anyone about investing. This is against my policy, and I hope you no longer make any mistakes and don't deposit your money in scams. Now let's watch what happens. I won, but not so convincingly, and I want to trade here again. So I have shown this method in detail in a few videos, but not all the details have been discussed there, because physically you cannot explain such a method in every detail in a few minutes. That's why I decided to record some videos about this method. Also, friends, watch carefully how I enter the trade and which moments I enter the trade and what details I pay attention to, because every detail is important, and I always try to elaborate on the methods I show you, because you learn more about trading and become more sophisticated when trading in the foreign exchange markets. And I won here again. So friends, I really feel unreal today. This is the moment when strong sales started after the purchases made. The red candles broke the level at the same time. As you can see, the lines of the moving average intersecting each other and also intersecting the red candles, and it's quite strong signal. The RSI white line is of course in the sell position or below the red line. So if you look closely at the platform, when such a moment is created, there is a very high probability that the red candles will continue to move down. So let's wait a little bit and observe what happens. La 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 la, great! I won the first trade and looking forward to the next one. Excellent! So I think I should enter the trade here again, because the red candles have not come down enough. I think so because the indicator signals are much stronger, and as I explained in the in other moments, after so many red candles, the green candle also came out. We also have strong signals. This means that, as I told you in the previous moments, the probability of winning is quite high. And as you can see, we are moving quite slowly and with understanding, and the candles are going down. So I think I will win this trade. So it was a great win. So now I'm waiting for the second one. Cool, great. So I caught a very cool moment, and this is a really strong upward trend. I also have a signal from all the indicators that the candles will go even higher, and I entered the trade for 1 minute intervals. I say again that the losses in this market can be quite high. I also have losses, but I also have gains, and the main thing is that the profit must be more than loss. So and this is what no one wants when trading in the foreign markets. So I think I'm going to win. Great win, perfect. So I already exceeded $16,000. This moment should probably be called an appropriate name, and as they say, every downward trend is followed by an upward trend. That's exactly the moment now, as the trend reversed from a strong downward and began a strong upward uptrend. This moment is relatively risky for new traders, and such moments should be avoided by new traders, because I have shown you much better moments in this method, and using it is better, I think. But everything is going in a perfect way, and very cool. I won again, and this is the result of a successful analysis. So friends, you may think that this or that indicator intersect and that is all, but if you look at my videos, you will realize that I pay attention to many details like candles, as well as trends, levels, and many other things that have nothing to do with indicators. But don't think that the indicators are secondary. On the contrary, I pay attention, special attention to the signals of the indicators, and I also do market analysis, as I have already told you. So I hope to complete the trade here as well. Oh my god, perfect trade. So I really feel blessed today. I have no words. I gained a maximum balance of more than $33,000 with only $1, and it was not an easy trade. I want to tell you that I recorded a lot of videos in which I lost money and started all over again with $1. So I think it was really great day today. Thanks for watching, friends. I want to say goodbye. Thanks for everything.